Have you ever watched a motivational video, felt pumped up, and set out to conquer your goals, only to find your energy fizzle out a few days later? Or perhaps you've told yourself, I'll start when I'm motivated, but that magical feeling never arrives. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Motivation, as inspiring as it can be, is not the fuel you need to achieve your goals. Relying on motivation is like relying on the weather. Unpredictable, fleeting, and beyond your control. This video will dive deep into the psychology of motivation, why it's often unreliable, and most importantly, how to build a life based on discipline, habits, and systems that sustain success regardless of how you feel. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap for achieving your goals without waiting for motivation to strike. Let's dig in. Motivation is often misunderstood as the magical push that gets us started and keeps us going. While that's partially true, psychologists categorize motivation into two primary types. Extrinsic motivation, driven by external rewards like money, praise, or recognition. For example, you might work hard for a promotion or stick to a workout routine to look good for an event. Intrinsic motivation, stemming from internal rewards, such as personal growth, curiosity, or a sense of purpose. This type of motivation is often more sustainable because it aligns with deeper values. The problem is, neither type of motivation is constant. Extrinsic motivators can lose their appeal, and intrinsic motivators can fade when we're tired, overwhelmed, or frustrated. Hook for the middle. What if I told you that your brain is designed to sabotage your reliance on motivation? Stick around because we're about to explore how and why this happens. Why motivation fails. Motivation is inherently unreliable for several reasons. 1. It's emotion-driven. Motivation often relies on emotions like excitement or inspiration. These feelings are temporary and fluctuate based on external circumstances. For example, after a long day at work, you may lack the emotional energy to follow through on a task you were motivated to tackle in the morning. 2. The motivation feedback loop. When you rely on motivation, you create a feedback loop. You wait to feel motivated, take action, and then depend on another surge of motivation to continue. When motivation fades, so does your progress. 3. Overestimation of willpower. People often confuse motivation with willpower. Motivation gets you started. Willpower helps you push through discomfort. But even willpower has its limits. Studies show that willpower is like a muscle. It fatigues with overuse. Now let's look at the brain's role in killing motivation. Your brain plays a key role in why motivation is so fleeting in the following ways. 1. The dopamine trap. Motivation is tied to dopamine, a neurotransmitter that drives reward-seeking behavior. Dopamine spikes when you anticipate a reward, but drops when the reward is achieved or delayed. This creates a cycle of chasing short-term gratification instead of long-term goals. 2. The comfort zone bias. The brain's primary goal is to keep you safe and conserve energy. When you set an ambitious goal, your brain perceives it as a threat to comfort, triggering resistance and procrastination. 3. Habits of avoidance. The brain is wired to repeat behaviors that bring immediate pleasure and avoid those that require effort. This is why it feels easier to binge-watch Netflix than go for a run, even when you know the latter benefits you more. Here is the main point to be analyzed in this video. It is called discipline over motivation. If you can't rely on motivation, what can you rely on? Discipline. Unlike motivation, discipline isn't fleeting. It's a skill you build over time. Here's how to make the shift. 1. Start small. Break your goals into tiny, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I'll write a book, commit to writing 200 words a day. Small wins build momentum and confidence. 2. Build a routine. Consistency creates discipline. By setting a specific time and place for your tasks, you eliminate decision fatigue and make action automatic. For example, designate 7 a.m. as your workout time daily. regardless of how you feel. 3. Track your progress. Visual reminders of your progress can be highly motivating. Use a habit tracker, journal, or app to record your efforts. Seeing consistent progress reinforces your commitment. The secret weapons, however, are the power of habits and systems. Habits and systems are the secret weapons for achieving goals without relying on motivation. Here's how they work. 1. Automate decision-making. Habits remove the need for constant decision-making. Once a behavior becomes automatic, it requires little effort. For instance, if brushing your teeth before bed is habitual, it doesn't matter whether you feel motivated to do it. 2. Focus on systems, not goals. Goals give you direction, but systems determine success. A system is a repeatable process that supports consistent progress. For example, instead of focusing on losing 10 pounds, create a system of meal prepping and exercising 3 times a week. How to cultivate long-term motivation. While discipline and habits are more reliable than motivation, you can still cultivate a sustainable form of motivation. 1. Connect to your why. Understand the deeper reason behind your goals. A strong why fuels perseverance. For example, exercising to improve your health and spend more time with your family is a more powerful motivator than simply wanting to look good. 2. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for progress, no matter how small. Positive reinforcement strengthens the habit loop and keeps you moving forward. 3. Surround yourself with the right environment. Your environment significantly impacts your motivation. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you, and remove distractions that derail your focus. So, when can motivation help? Motivation does have its place, particularly in the following situations. Kickstarting new habits. Motivation can provide the initial push to start something new. Overcoming mental blocks. A motivational quote, video, or song can help you break through moments of resistance. Reigniting stagnant goals. When progress feels slow, a dose of inspiration can reignite your passion. However, always remember that motivation is a spark, not the fuel. Discipline and systems will sustain the fire. If you've made it this far, you're ready to take the first step toward lasting success. Remember, motivation gets you started, but discipline and habits keep you going. Start small, build systems, and stay consistent. Your future self will thank you. For more actionable insights like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join our community, where we uncover the truths about human behavior and help you unlock your full potential. Let's build a life of purpose and achievement together. Don't just rely on motivation, rely on yourself. See you in the next video.